If you are here, say hi. I can see Rich Mitch is here. The rain came especially for the live stream. Oh, should I put my microphone? Hang on. I always forget this. Let me do the microphone. And then the sound will be a bit better, hopefully. Yeah. Hello. Hopefully the sound's a bit better now I've got my microphone on. And I'll just check that I can see myself on the screen. Yes, I can. So that's good. So only a couple of people watching, probably because it's 5 p.m, which of course most people are either still at work, coming home from work, or eating their tea. So yeah, I understand why there's just a few of us. John, hey John. How you doing, John? What you wearing? Fragrance, obviously. What you drinking? Have you got a drink? Have you got a snack? I've got a cup with a sweetie hair on it. And Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda. So I've got a coffee with, it's got milk and cream. Full fat milk and cream. And it's lovely. John's good. What are we wearing fragrance wise? Brenda, have you got fragrance on? Mitch, are you wearing anything? Fragrance or anything? I am naked, no fragrance for me at the moment. Just out the shower. I've just dyed my hair. It's come out a bit brown, a bit dark and brown, browner than I really wanted. But I just needed to do the roots. So yeah, just done my hair, fresh out the shower, and ready to choose my scent of the day. I've got a few bits here. Plus, of course, we've got the Aura, which could make the cut, but I'm not gonna. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that is. Brenda's got Hypnotic Poison on today. Lovely, gorgeous almondy scent, almond and vanilla. Truth Within is wearing Zara's Sweet Pastry in Paris. I haven't tried that. I hear good things about it. It sounds lovely, like a lemon pastry type scent. Sounds delish. And Brenda's drinking vanilla Coke. Lovely. Very nice. And John is wearing a pink bra, of course. Hopefully it matches your undercrackers. And Goldfield and Banks Bohemian Lime. How is that going for you, John boy? I love coffee. So much. But I'm going to pop that down just for a minute. Green tea for John. Very healthy. Very detoxifying. Lisa's here. She's got a glass of red underway. Very nice. Perfect. Perfect timing. It's totally 1 o'clock. Smells like a ventouse, Claire. No way. Surely not. Really? Really? Do you think it's supposed to, John? Like, does it actually smell like it's trying to? Indecence is here. Hello. Nice to see you. So, today I received from the postman this little beauty here. Look at that gorgeous bottle. I got it secondhand from a fragrance friend. We've done trades and things before, so she had this up for sale. I've been wanting to try Aura Sensuelle for quite a long time now. I think the original, oh excuse me, that's the coffee coffee coming back. I think the original Aura, oh God, I hope you didn't hear that. I think the original Aura is really nice, except for this. So what I like about it is it's kind of unique. It's unique enough for a designer fragrance. I think they kind of pushed the boundaries a little bit with Aura, but there's a mushroom note in there. I don't know officially what the notes are in Aura. There's one element to it that smells a bit like mushrooms, and I just can't get past it. But I hear great things about this, and I have a feeling, I remember doing some research, and I have a feeling that this won't have that mushroom note, and it's a bit lighter. I think Aura, the original Aura, is quite heavy, so this one I believe is going to be lighter. I know that Linda over at the Frag Hag really loves this one. She did a review of it, so if it's something you're interested, go and check Linda's video out. Not now, because I want you to stay here, but later. And once I've actually uploaded this video proper, I'm going to link Linda's video so that everyone can go find it. She doesn't put a lot out at the moment. She's quite a busy lady, but when Linda does post a video, I'm clicking on it like nobody's business. I really love her reviews, so I'll keep showing you that. I'm like mesmerized by it. I'm staring at it myself. I just love it. Nigel's here. Hi Nige, 2 cents worth is in the building. Okay, so John is saying that the Bohemian Lime is greener, fruited, more bergamot, but it's definitely got a massive Aventus vibe. Oh, I'm really surprised at that. I didn't think that was where, what are they called? I've forgotten the company's name now that does that. The Australian, Goldfield and Banks. I didn't think that was where they would really ever want to go. So that's unusual. Miss Derry is here. Hey, Miss Derry. And if I'm missing comments, I do apologise. Nigel said he's just popping in to say hi, but got tea on. Have a good one. Yeah, it is tea time. Totally understand. Thanks, Nige. Tracy's here. Looks like Valentine's Day bottle. Yeah, definitely heart-shaped, isn't it? Hey, Tracy. Jewel like, yes. Carty's here. Hey, you're going to be semi-present because things to do. Well, nice to see you, even if it's only because, even if it's only for a semi, Catty. Right then, shall I just spray this? Or do you want the notes? I actually looked the notes up for once. Not that there's many. I've given you the notes. Gardenia, cinnamon leaf, green notes, white musk, sandalwood. That's it. So, I like gardenia. Cinnamon leaf, not entirely sure if I know what to expect with that. I mean, is it just going to smell like cinnamon or is it going to smell green? This is probably going to be too green for me, actually. Green notes, it's so vague, green notes. Well, I mean, does it smell like frogs or grass or bogies? White musk and sandalwood, defo like both of those. So yeah, I'm just going to spray this on now then. And we'll go on the back of the hand. I'm just checking because I did, before my shower this morning, I did have some stuff on my hands, and sometimes it doesn't always wash off, does it? But it smells fairly clean, so we're going to go here. Oh, fingers crossed for me. I'm just going to let that settle for a minute, pop that down, have a little sip of my coffee. It wasn't an expensive purchase, just under £30, so you know, not a major loss. In the air, it smells nice. It reminds me of Aura, definitely. Yeah, it's quite pretty. It reminds me a little bit of, it definitely reminds me of Aura, but it isn't as thick from memory. Now, I've not smelled Aura in a long time, but it doesn't smell as thick, which is a good thing. It does have a lighter feel. It's a very pretty white floral. It does smell like department store perfume, if that makes sense. So it doesn't have like a really beautiful natural floral feel. So I was just talking to John about a couple of floral fragrances, and we were discussing how delicate they were, how beautiful, how lightly done they were, how natural smelling they were. This is not like those. Definitely has some of them. Oh God, here comes a broken record. It definitely has some aroma chemicals that I'm not necessarily specifically picking up certain aroma chemicals, but I can feel those dry woody molecules that seem to annoy me more than they annoy anyone else in the world. But they're not smacking me in the face by any means. I'm hypersensitive to them now. It's almost like I'm looking for them. I feel like they're there, but actually there's a freshness in here and almost like a weird fruitiness. If anything, this could be a Jean Paul Gaultier label flanker, actually, because it has a very similar, like it's fruity, vanilla-y, woody, like Labelle in a way. It's kind of, it's not quite as sweet as when you first spray Labelle. It's super sweet. It's too fakingly sweet. I prefer it once it's had about 10 or so minutes to calm the F down, and then I prefer it. But it has a similar kind of base. So with Labelle, I always feel like I can just pick up a little bit of ambroxan really well blended in. So it's not blatant, but I'm feeling that with this, it's a similar makeup. It's quite a rich, slightly fruity, sweet. I don't know if I'd say it's vanillic, but there's probably vanilla in here. It does have that fruity floral department store perfume feel about it. Brenda says, I'm not big on green notes, but I love this one. Is this a Mugler? Yes, Kati, it's Aura Sensuelle. So it's a flanker to Aura. Sounds nice, this Mugler one, says Miss Derry. Yeah, it's not blowing me away, but I am the fussiest person in the world when it comes to fragrances. I'm so fussy. It is ridiculous. That's the fussiness has got worse the longer I've been doing fragrances. Not that I do them unless they're a particular shape and and I feel like it, but I've been reviewing perfumes for about 9 or 10 years, and the longer that I've been doing that, particularly these last 2 years, I have got so picky about stuff. And what can you do? It would be fun in a way to wipe everything, like have to do a reset, a full reset like you do on your phone. Imagine resetting everything and then starting to smell perfumes again. That would actually be so fun. But it's not that it's not fun now, but I wouldn't be fussy. I wouldn't be picking out any notes real. Actually, yeah, I mean, when I first started, I couldn't really pick out any notes, or barely any, So yeah, let's get back to the fragrance. Definitely quite high in perfume oils. I don't know if you can see, but it's shiny still. So decent amount of oil in there. I need to drink this quick because I hate it when it goes cold. Is it very old Mugler? Like interesting, or new Mugler mass appealing tat? It's more mass appealing. I wouldn't call it tat. It's not it's got like a peachy element. The problem is it's stuff I've smelt before too often. It is a designer mass appealing fragrance without a shadow of a doubt. It's sweet, kind of peachy or nectary fruity. Nice, really nice floral to it. But yeah, almost like a black opium style. Truth Within says, the aura feels like a bridge between the two. The aura line feels like a bridge between the two. Yeah, I can see what you mean there. L'Oreal has cheapened the brand, but still quite original in concept. Brenda says, designer fragrances do lose their charm after you've gone into luxury and niche fragrances. Yeah, they do. I think what happens then is you start to look to the past to get some excitement. And there's a lot of excitement in fragrances gone by. John says, I think Mugler were one of the best designers, but now they've lost their way, haven't they? Chris is here, Scented Swordsman, and Hills. Hey y'all! Rich says, the reason people who have been reviewing a long time recommend shit fragrance is because they're trying to achieve numbers, whether subs, views, or dollars. Okay, interesting point of view. So Chris is washing the dog but listening in. Okay, and I'm going to drink the rest of my coffee while it's still lukewarm. Lily's here. Hey Lily. And Elaine. Hi Elaine. Just drinking coffee. I really love coffee. Done. Right. Okay, let's get on with this job of talking about Aura Sensuelle. Lily, we're just talking about Aura Sensuelle. I have it on my hand. I've been talking about it. Absolutely beautiful bottle. Love, love, love that bottle. The fragrance is very nice. I'm not gonna judge it yet, but it is a little bit. It is like sort of generic, fruity, sweet fragrance. So notes wise, it has gardenia, cinnamon leaf, green notes, white musk, sandalwood. There's definitely a lot more going on in here because it's got this fruity feel and it's got that sort of synthetic sugary feel as well. Excuse me, drinking the coffee quick and then I'm belching down my microphone. I mean, never been the most professional, but yeah, it's got like a fruity element to it. I don't really pick up on the cinnamon leaf. I would have expected there to be a hint of cinnamon, even if it's cinnamon leaf maybe, but I don't think I really get anything spicy. Definitely floral, a little bit fruity, sweet. It's got something extra that's not listed, that's giving it a real amount, quite a decent amount of sweetness. I don't think it's ethyl maltol like you get in Baccarat Rouge. It doesn't smell like that. It doesn't really smell specifically like vanilla either, but it's almost like a sugar syrup or a fruit. Imagine like a fruity syrup. It's more like that, like caramelized peach or apricot syrup, something like that. So yeah, fruity, sugary sweetness to it. It's very pretty. I would confidently wear this down to pub or out and about, and I would expect that at some point someone will give me a compliment on it. It's that kind of fragrance. But it's far too pleasant. But the thing is, I was complaining about the original Aura because the original Aura has this unpleasant note in it to my nose, which smells a bit mushroomy, a little bit earthy, mushroom-like smell. So I don't enjoy that one. Or I can enjoy it to a degree, but I would never wear it. This, if I didn't have the collection that I've got, I would happily have this, and this would be like the going out fragrance. That's how it feels at the moment. Going out, or maybe nice lunch with family or friends, you know, that kind of stuff. So it is a very nice fragrance. Rich Mitch says, I'm much more picky who I subscribe to now. Well, I very much appreciate that you're still here, Rich Mitch. Katrin's here. She says, hi, everyone. Brenda, do you find a similarity between this and YSL Manifesto? I don't know Manifesto well enough. I once had a partial bottle and I passed it on to my mum. She really liked it, but I never really wore it. I just kind of gave it one spray on skin and dismissed it. But not because I didn't like it, but just because I thought, well, I'm probably not going to reach for it, you know. So I don't really know it too well, but I've been tempted to retry that one. And the flankers, a few different flankers, isn't there? John says, I still love Mugler, but Angel Nova was like a complete insult to the entire brand. I know some people seem to like it. Yeah, that wasn't one that I even wanted to try. I've never tried it. I just wasn't curious. The notes didn't really reach, just didn't excite me at all. Truth says, I've been on such a coffee kick this winter, hoping to give it up again. Give up coffee? Are you mad? Rich Mitch is having mince and dumplings for tea. Very nice, Rich. Yum, yum, yum. And wearing Quermaresque. Quermaresque? Who is that by? I've got an itchy boob. I don't think you can see. No, I'm going to give it a little itch. Sorry. Quermaresque. Who's that by, Rich? And Carty's wearing Isara on one and Under My Skin on the other arm. And Rich Mitch recently bought some mellifluents and they're immense. Okay, I don't know who they are either. Here it's wet where you are. Do you know what, Rich? Nice weather for ducks. Elaine says, not over keen on the peach tones. Are we talking about the Aura Sensuelle? Do you get the same feeling? Or no, there's ambroxan in here. It's not too much, but there is ambroxan in here. There's that dry, scratchy thing underneath. I'm sure if you just waft it around and smell it like a normal person, you wouldn't be picking up on it. But underneath everything is a thin veil of a thin veil of ambroxan, I think. Just giving it that slightly dry, scratchy feeling that I kind of get in my throat. So now I'm thirsty. So now I have this, which is just a squash. I'm only noticing it because I'm hypersensitive to it, and I wouldn't expect anyone else to pick up on it unless they are also finding that trend in fragrance aggravating. Hilary says it's always wet where she is. You know, girl. John says it's been snowing here. Lily says rumour has it Hilary is always wet. We're both always wet because we're thinking about each other, aren't we, Hills? Yara's here. Hey, Yara. Oops. Being a groomer and all, says Lily. There we go. I thought Rich Mitch said that he'd shat himself then, but he had a bit of sleet myself, he said today, John. Wet dogs and such, says Hills. Oh, hey, Paul. Bit too pure then, Claire. Right. Rich Mitch says wetter than an otter's pocket around Hillary's, I hear. Great timing as always, Yara, says Hills. Yeah. Katrin says I can't handle any Muglers. I really want to. It doesn't happen. Yeah. I do love my, what's it called? Absolute. Essence Absolute. And my two unicorns. Taste of Fragrance and the Liqueur de Parfum. But I do rarely wear them these days. But then my tastes have changed a little bit in that I find them a bit too rich to to what I fancy wearing most of the time, but I think they're beautiful fragrances. Hilary says, oh, I love pockets. Where else would I keep my audacity? Rich Mitch says, everyone has seen Hilary's audacity. I wouldn't say that. Chris says, are you saying her clothing needs more pockets to hide the audacity ridge, or that you have seen her pockets? I haven't seen Hilary's pockets, but I've seen her sleeve. Her wizard sleeve. Katrin is wearing Psychedelic Love from Initio and says it's lovely. And Brenda says, oh my God, those are my 2 Mugler unicorns. Yeah, I was really lucky to... the taste of fragrance I was looking for about 3 years or maybe even longer. I had an eBay search set up. There's one on eBay in the UK at the moment, but it's quite pricey. It's about 150, 140 quid. I got mine for £35. And then the Liqueur de Parfum, it just randomly came up in a Facebook group out of nowhere. I just tested I had a sample of it that someone sent me, and I just tested it and did a little review of it, and then I was kind of curious about the other flankers, and then someone tagged me and said, look, someone's selling the Liqueur de Parfum. So I paid £60 for that, which I still think's a bargain. I mean, that's probably what it was retail originally, and it's pretty special. It's a good one to have. Paul, very happy with Hendon by Rosa Salas today. Nice performance. What is that supposed to smell like, Paul? And right, so I feel like I've done this. It is generic. There's no getting away from it. If you are mostly wearing designer scents, you don't mind. They can sometimes smell a bit similar. You might like this one. If you like things like black opium, if you like fruity, floral, gourmand type scents, you might like this one. But the general idea of it, all the components together, isn't that dissimilar from quite a lot of things out there at the moment. So it's kind of it's one that doesn't come up too often. I've never seen it in a shop ever, or not that I remember, and I've been looking out for it for a long time. It seems to only be, or it used to only be, on the Mugler website. I think when I did a little search today, I did see it in a different online site, but it's not one that you really get to try because, I mean, like I said, I've never noticed it in a shop ever. So I guess that made me curious. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. The white musky aspect, there is like a nice clean musk in there, which again you're not really going to pick up on, but if you're looking for it, you can sense it, and I've no doubt when it dries down a bit more that will probably come out a little bit better. Sandalwood I don't really get at all, and I do think sometimes these designer fragrances, they say they've got vetiver, they say they've got sandalwood. Oftentimes it feels to me that they've just got a few woody aroma chemicals, and that's what because you know, they don't have to tell us actually what's in there, just what it's supposed to smell like. And you know, woods, most people are going to get something woody. Who's got wood right now? It's got a little creamy sweetness in there. It's got a little creamy aspect to it. It's a moist, I'd say it's mostly a moist fragrance. Who's moist right now? It's mostly a moist fragrance. The kind of lush, fruity gardenia keeps it really nice and moist. But then you do have that little tiny bit of scratchy, woody aroma chemical in there. But it's only like that. It's not too bad. But that kind of like counteracts it to stop it being too damp. So it's moist, but it's counteracted by some dryness. Moist Frag Alert says truth within. Chris says when Claire is on, I've always got wood. Lily says my pants are a bit tight, but I just had a McDonald's. Well, fair enough. I'm sure that will sort itself out with nature and time. Chris says pants are overrated. Anyway, Lily, just hold your back. They just hold you back, sorry. Hillary says, how many times can we say moist? Right, all together now. Moist, 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 moist. That was quite a few. And when will I grow up? When will you lot grow up though? Right, so I think we'll stop talking about Aura Sensuelle, and I'm gonna choose my, you can help me choose my scent of the day. I'm not wearing it, I'm afraid. I just don't want to. I'd just rather wear something I really love than that, I'm afraid. So I'm not wearing it. I'm not gonna write it off. I will wear it. I'm gonna try and review it. Maybe. I don't know if, like, why bother? I don't know. I don't bloody know. I'm just reading it. Eau de Parfum, 30 mils. So I'm not writing it off, but I'm not wearing that tonight. And I feel like wearing something fresh and to remind me of summer and make me think of summer, because I haven't really worn anything kind of fresh or summery for a little while, and I have an idea for a video that I'm going to hopefully do. I'm going to kind of do a travel perfume chat type video. I'm going to try and do something quite relaxed, so don't worry, I won't go too weird, but I'll just slightly slow down the speaking and talk a little bit about, I was thinking to start with talking about Croatia, because I've been to quite a few different parts and travelled around Croatia, and it's one of my favourite countries. I've got quite a lot of photos I've taken over sort of the times that I've been. So I want to put together a little video where I talk about Croatia and also bring fragrance into it. So I've already picked some fragrances that are going to be in that video, and I happen to have them here. So I want you to help me choose my fragrance of the night. I've got 3. So we've got Renaissance 1861, Zoologist Chameleon, or Neroli Portofino. So if you can let me know what you think I should wear tonight, I might end up, because they're all kind of freshies, I might end up popping something on top a bit later. But for now, which one? Xerjoff, Tom Ford, or Zoologist Chameleon? Let me know what you think I should wear. Chris says, and now after that rendition of Moist, I need a change of pants. Thanks, Claire. You're welcome, Chris. Katrin says, I love Croatia. We go there every summer. I haven't been now for quite a few years. I really want to go back. So depends when we can travel, because I like to go. All the times I've been before have mostly been May and September, because that's the best time to go to Croatia, because you get the great weather, but you don't get as many tourists. So I really hope I could go back this year. But I also want to go to Madeira again. I went to Madeira last year. And where else? If we manage to get away when it's still early spring, probably going to be Canaries, just for the weather. But I don't get that excited about the Canaries, but I get excited about the weather and swimming pools and beaches and pubs and live music. I mean, I don't know if any of that's going to happen, but that's why I thought I would do a travel video, because I know I miss it and I know a lot of you do. So I thought we can just use our imaginations, and I can kind of make it interactive and get you to, if you have the same fragrance or something similar, you can spray it and smell it while we talk about that particular thing. Probably a mad idea for a video. Probably get about 5 views, but I think I'll enjoy doing it. So there. Okay, right, we've got some votes here. Yara says Chameleon. Truth Within says Chameleon. John says not Tom Ford. Well, that's a negative. You need to give me a positive. Lily says Chameleon. John's looking forward to getting out of County Durham even for an hour. No, yeah, same here. I just want to get away from my local towns. Even just a trip down to the coast or something would be amazing. Katrin says, I'll go with you, definitely. You're going to come to Croatia with me, Katrin? Where's your favourite place in Croatia? Where's my favourite place? I love Split. I love the fact that you can walk around the palace. The palace is a living, working, breathing part of the city with shops and people actually living in flats that have been built into the palace. It's absolutely amazing. And Split does have a bit of a sandy beach as well. So one thing about Croatia is finding the sandy beaches. There's not that many, but Split has one. So I did like Split. And I liked, I did go down to Dubrovnik, which was very nice, but it wasn't my favourite. I think, well, I liked everywhere. I went to a lot of the islands. There's an island called Brač, which has this really long sandy beach. That was amazing. There's quite a few islands I went to that I can't really remember. Hvar was lovely. That's the one that's got that gorgeous little church right on the beach. John says Zerjov just to be awkward. Well, it looks like you're outvoted. Brenda has to go. Thanks, Claire. Bye. Oh, bye, Brenda. Thanks for popping in. Okay, then. So, Chameleon got the most votes. So, here we go. Cortula. Yes, Cortula's gorgeous. That's the quiet one, isn't it? Is that the really quiet one that's not got that much on it? I definitely went there. I remember it. Chameleon. Whoa, no, this is so... Oh, it's strong. This is so tropical. Lisa says, all sounds good to me regarding beaches. Oh, this is nice. So, for those of you who don't know Chameleon, look at this gorgeous bottle. It's tropical, really fruity, really floral. It's almost like a cocktail drink. About a million different fruits and flowers like hitting you in the face at once. You see the different colours. It really gives you an idea of how the fragrance smells because it's so colourful. It's like it's just everything's happening at once, but it's not that it's not well blended, but you just kind of hit with everything. Just bright, fresh, sweet. Did I say sweet? I think I just said sweet twice. How weird. Katrin says yes, not too many tourists. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at my photos and see. Actually, I don't think I took that many photos in Cortula. I just love what I love about Croatia is you can just hop on ferries so easily, and you can get from island to island, and it's just so easy. It's so easy to get around because I'm not brilliant at bus timetables, ferry timetables, being on time for timetables. I get confused, go to the wrong platform, and just don't know what platform to go to. But in Croatia, I really did manage to find my way around and get on various public transport. And the ferries, I think, were my favourite thing. It's love that you just hop on a ferry and And there you are within half an hour, hour and a half on a different island. And love that. Hills says, I think Claire is my spirit animal. Are you calling me an animal? Wow. Taffy's here. Hey, Taffy. Yep, so that's my scent of the night then. Chameleon, very, very summery, very, very holiday or vacation if you are over there, over the water. And I think, I might call it a day now. Otherwise this is going to get really long-winded. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to call it a day. But do you know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I've got two things to show you which are not perfume related. Here we go. Hang on. I've got my wallpaper. I just need someone to put it up for me now. Do you want to see what this wall is going to have? Oh. This wall is going to have this wallpaper on it. What do you reckon? Do you like it? So that's the wallpapers by Emma Shipley. I got it in her sale. I've been admiring her work for a long time, and she had a sale, so I ordered the wallpaper. I've also got an amazing scarf that's not here yet. It's on its way. A beautiful scarf with much brighter colours. So when I've got that, I'm gonna do a video on it, I think, because it looks stunning. And then I've got something else to show you. Off topic again. It's my tarot cards. I've got these Alice in Wonderland tarot cards. I had these a little while ago. I've had them a little while, but I ended up to add a quick tidy up, put them in a bag, and kind of forgot about them. So it's typical. This is hashtag first world problems, having too much stuff. So these are my Alice in Wonderland. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's a Knight of Wands. Let's just randomly show you. They're kind of, they're not the prettiest, I don't think. Oh, this is lovely. Look at him. Page of Wands. They're not like, they're kind of almost childish, I guess, which I know it's Alice in Wonderland. But, so, does someone want me to pick them a card? I'm not pretending for 1 minute that I know what I'm doing, by the way. But does anyone want... These haven't been used. They're all still in the right order. So I'm going to give them a little... If you want me to pick you out a card, let me know. But I didn't bring the book over. The book's upstairs. So if you want me to pick you out a card, I'll pick you out a card. We'll look at it. See if we can figure out what it's supposed to mean. And then I can always, if you want, I can always send you a photograph of the page relevant to the information about the card. So let me know if you want a... okay, here we go. Just catch up on... Paul says that's pretty amazing design. Thank you. Yeah, love it. Oh, my Lanta, says Heels. Paul says you need a strapping handyman to come round and help you out. I absolutely do, yeah. Lynx is my favourite big cat. Yes. Gorgeous, isn't it? I can't wait till it's up here. It's going to be amazing. Very nice, says Lisa. Exquisite, says Truth Within. Perfect, says Katrine. Paul, were you volunteering? Yeah. Lily says I didn't know you did tarot. I don't. I've got a couple of decks. I love tarot cards. It's more. I really love the design, and I do want to learn. But you know, it's one of those things. You buy things you think you're going to learn, and then you decide to play chess instead and try and learn that instead. And there's so many things I try and do that I end up doing nothing very well. Truth Within says, love tarot. It's so easy to become a collector of decks these days, trying to stay capped at the 5 or so that I have. Right, Chris says pick me a card. Okay, Chris, I'm just going to give it a little more, just a little shuffle there. So I'm going to think of you, Chris, with your long hair and your Viking sword and your cheeky smile and your cheeky sense of humour, the mischievousness of you, Chris. And what do we have? We have the Ace of Wands there. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean. So looking at the image here, you've got a candle, it's on fire. It's like a ball of flames indicating fiery heart of a lion. You've got, you mentioned earlier that you have wood whenever I'm on. Well, there is a stick of wood. The background is arid and desert-like, earthy, terracotta. So I'd say that that means that you're very grounded, but you do have this fire and you also have wood. So that is Chris. Chris, Ace of Wands. I'll put that to one side if you want me to send you a photo of the page of the book that will tell you a bit more about that card. We can do that. Let's have a little scroll down. Pick one for me, says Hills. Okay, I'm going to give it a little shuffle. Hillary. Hillary, who is sometimes appears to be sweetness and light and almost innocent. But that's usually for about 3 minutes and then she'll say something dirty. Hillary, who likes to snort sometimes when she's laughing, and it's so cute. Hillary's kind, always thinking of other people, generous. Oh look, that's literally just popped up. I really hope it's a nice one, but that's just speaking to me. Queen of Swords. I mean, that's pretty cool. There we go. Queen of Swords. I mean, this woman, she looks kind of not fierce, but determined. Very determined look on her face. Like, she's not taking any shit, but she doesn't look fierce. She doesn't look like you can't approach her, but deep down, she's determined to get where she wants to get, to do well in life. She's got mountains behind her, or are they hills? And she's borrowed Chris's sword. What else can we get from this? So she's actually sitting on she's actually up in the mountains or the hills, shall we say. She's up in the hills because she's high on life, because she's mostly pretty happy and just bringing everyone around her up in the world. So that is Hillary's card, and it's the Queen of Swords. So I will pop that one there. If you want me to look it up for you, Hills, I will. I know this is not what tarot reading is all about, but I'm just interpreting them in my own way. John says, no, thank you. I don't want to drop dead just yet. Truth Within says, Ace Beginnings, Wands Action Steps. So Ace was Chris, and Wands Action Steps. Okay. Fragrance Phrase is here. Hey, Fragrance Phrase. Scotland has joined the party. Chris says at as long as it doesn't mean my wand is on fire, that sounds unpleasant. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like you've been somewhere you shouldn't have, for sure. Lisa says, Claire, you make me laugh. Well done. Thank you. Oh, look at my cute little hat, says Heels. Also, you're too kind. Queen of discernment, intellectual, clever, deciding. There you go, Heels. Heels are alive. Hey, Karine. Oh, it's alive, she says. It is. And Heels says, oh, I do live in Kentucky, some lovely mountains here. JC Russell's here. Hi there, how are you doing today? Great, thank you, JC. How are you? Karine says, I wanted to listen to you while I'm cooking. Well, you can do that. And, okay, so I'm going to wrap it up in just a sec. If you want, I'll do one more card, if you want one. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll give them a little shuffle. So these are my... For those of you who didn't see them, let's see what other cards we can find here. We've got the Fool. That's the very first card in the Major Arcana. Represents the beginning of the journey. So if you think about when you sort of, when you start out in life and you're naive and silly and foolhardy, brave. Look at Alice, that she's about to go down the rabbit hole. That represents the Fool. So I know that one. I kind of learnt some stuff about the some of the cards over the years. One more card. Okay. Who wants a card then? Do you want a card? Truth Within. John says, "What are you making for us tonight, Karine?" Do one card. So one card for the whole year for everyone. Okay. Well, let's. I think. Is Lizzie here? Truth Within says yes. Okay, so I'm going to do one for Truth Within. I don't know you. I don't think I know you unless we know each other and you're by another name. So I'm going to do one for you. Then we're going to do one for the year in general. So let's hope it's a good one. I mean, Death would actually be a good card to pull out because that would then suggest. A new beginning and death of the past, shall we say. So let's pick out a card for Truth Within. What I'm gonna do is do that. Oh, you've got a hamster. So you have the 10 of Wands. You all probably know more about what that means than I do. But I'm gonna say, look, he's gathering, looks like, I don't know if they're apples or peppers. He's got lush greenery and clear skies behind him. That says to me that you're on a journey. Clearly, you've got all your wands on your back. You're definitely on a journey, and you have a really good background. So you have these lush grass, these beautiful clear skies. I think you're in a good place in life, but you are on a journey to something else. And you have a bountiful... Can you see my cat? You have everything you need and you're capable of going wherever you want in life. Now tell me what it really means. Truth Within. John says, no, I'm just nominating her. Okay. Well, she might not want. She might not want one. So just in case. Yeah, sweetie. There she is. So Karine's got stuffed tomatoes, I think. Yeah, tomato farcies, stuffed tomatoes. Very nice. Sounds very healthy. Sweetie's eyeing the hamster. Yeah. So I'm just shuffling these. You can't really see what I'm doing. So let's pick out a card for 2021. Okay, so the year ahead, how's it going to be? We've got some sort of rabbit. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So He's got sandwiches at his feet. See those? Sandwiches. And he has the pentacle in his hand and a knapsack with something shiny, or it might just be hay. Could be hay inside his knapsack. Frag Hag's here. Linda. Hi Claire, popping in really quickly to tell you you are fabulous and we'll check out this live later. Thanks Linda, it's great to see you. Truth Within says practical and austere year. Okay. So here's what I see. We have overgrown grass in the background, but definitely very abundant, lush. There's those red, what they're called, thistles or red plant things. So we've got a lot in the background, you know, overgrown grass that needs dealing with. We've got issues in our past that are still here right now in the present, but it's manageable. Look at it's lush. Look at the sky. It's bright and blue and beautiful. This is the page. So he's kind of young and innocent, and we are still young and innocent to a degree, but we've got a knapsack with everything we need in it, and we've got this pentacle in our hands that basically means that we can do whatever we want, whatever we need to. We've got the power. It's giving us this power. And look at all these sandwiches at our feet. We have wasted a bit of food. We've been a bit wasteful, but now we're gonna put our sandwiches in the fridge and make sure they last. Okay, now I'm really, yeah, I am talking utter shite. But there you go. That's the card for the year, Page of Pentacles. Rich Mitch is eating melon. Okay then, right, so I think that's me done. I'll send Kristen Hills, I'll send you photos of your pages, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Aura Sensuelle, final thoughts on Aura Sensuelle. It's kind of lightening up. It's not being overtaken. I'm really glad to say it's not being overtaken. The aroma chemical aspect is not got any bigger. If anything, it might be slightly less. Definitely very fruity. It's got a freshness to it. It's a pretty scent. It's definitely a pretty scent. It does remind me of a few things, but it's pretty. So that's my final thoughts on Aura Sensuelle. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. Can't wait to finally be able to do something. So yeah, fingers crossed. Sweetie said, do you want to hear Sweetie squeak? And then that's it, I'm going. She just did it. Don't know if you heard it. Here she comes. Oh, she's going to knock perfume over. Hello, sweetie. Look up here so people can see your face. Come here, look. Look, up here. That's it. Look at people. There she is. There she is.